Welcome to the Forsyth Magazines podcast. I'm your host, Brooke Culler, bringing you the stories of the people shaping our community. From business owners to local leaders, we'll explore their journeys, passions, and lessons learned. Let's dive in. We are back with another podcast episode, and I have three very special guests today from the Cain Center for the Arts. We have Justin, the Executive Director, Simone, the Visual Arts and Education Director, and Karen, the Director of Development. What's up, guys?
Hey, hello.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming to chat with me all the way from Lake Norman.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So I want to just start off with a brief intro about what exactly the Cain Center for the Arts is and where you're located.
All right. Well, Cain Center for the Arts, we're a nonprofit organization located in Cornelius, North Carolina. And we are a nonprofit organization that is committed to presenting exceptional visual arts, performing arts, and social experiences to the whole Lake Norman region. And even beyond that, actually. The project started as a vision in 2013. Voters in Cornelius voted to approve a bond package to help create an arts and community center for downtown Cornelius that would help to develop downtown and also create an arts district. And they didn't quite know what that was going to be, so a volunteer group was formed, and they spent a couple years in planning. I joined the organization as executive director in 2017, so almost 9 years ago now. And when I joined the organization, we were just bubbles on a spreadsheet. And here we are almost 9 years later, and we opened up about a 35,000 square foot building, brand new construction. It has a 400-seat theater. We have a gallery. We have arts education classrooms. We have a public park and a plaza right there in downtown. And then we also just 2 weeks ago opened up an expansion. We renovated some old historic homes about 2 blocks down the street and have now a new ceramic center as well.
That is so cool. I want to come down and do some pottery.
We love that.
Yeah. So I'm assuming there's like classes offered.
Yes.
For that.
Yes, that's what Simone's in charge of all that.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a Summer A and Summer B programming. So we opened it on the week of May 4th through the 9th, and it was a phenomenal opening week. I mean, we had a event almost every day.
Wow.
Just to make sure that every audience that could have been impacted by the growth of our expansion was a part of the opening. And it was a really great turnout that entire week. And so we generally go into summer programming June 8th. And so that kicks off about 10 weeks of summer camps, classes, and open studios, which allows people to come in without the instructional part of it, but it comes in and allows
like
them
if you're good at it already.
Right, like if you're,
not me.
We have beginner open studios too, where they teach you how to move around the space.
I feel like that would be a really fun like date night activity.
It is. I think that anybody who actually tries it generally gets really involved in it. We don't hear. Now, it's not like, the Patrick Swayze moment, but it is a really good idea for you to come in and, take a moment to pause because it gives you that, the hand and eye coordination, but it also gives you the ability to process while you're working, and that helps you kind of take the breath. I mean, I think that that's one of the biggest things about the space. Me and the ceramics team. So we have 2 new ceramic managers, Ashley and Lily, and they're phenomenal at what they do. And we all just had a meeting yesterday where we want to make sure that there's even music playing through all the open studios. Because I think even setting the tone for the environment to be creative is really important.
Absolutely.
So that kind of helps. So we're really excited about it. But we're definitely going into our scale up for the summer programming, which we're really excited about. We get a lot of summer camps. Right now, we have 22 summer camps.
Oh my gosh.
In just the Puckett House.
Wow.
Yes.
But you also have summer camps in the main building too.
So right now we have about 55 that we had to add 8 additional ceramics because we were running out.
It was a popular one.
It is a popular one.
Yeah.
62% of our education is ceramics. So we do have a very thriving community that enjoys enjoy ceramics itself. So it's important for us. So that's what we did. When Justin talks about the bubbles on the spreadsheet, literally that was bubbles on the spreadsheet. And we were just only discussing how we could make this sustainable for the Lake Norman region and move it forward, because we understood the commitment from the community, but we wanted to be a part of that conversation. And I think that this is what we decided as an organization, how we've committed to that.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting to be a part of that, because this is what's going, I mean, I don't know, but I don't feel like anyone's doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like
well, and it's clear how very passionate you are about it, which is really cool. Like you're in the right spot.
Yeah, like I mean it does come, but I think the passion really comes from working with Karen and Justin and like our marketing team and even our performance team. Like our technical director and I are very close.
Yeah.
And we have very opposite end jobs, you know, like we don't even see each other sometimes. But I think that it's because everybody understands the desire to invite people to a different experience.
Yeah.
And that experience really does, it's a part of your health. You know, it's your mental health thing.
Oh,
you
absolutely.
know? And I think that that's what the passion comes from. The fact that there's a mental health component of it.
And you probably see the change in that when people come in for a class or or when kids come for a summer camp, where they start and where they finish.
Absolutely.
You see the kind of transformation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So Simone, to back up a little bit, what brought you to Cain Center and what kind of got you to this position that you're in today?
I actually started part-time. Like I was just like, I want to get back around a bunch of artists and want to do something fun.
So you have an art background?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I used to teach. I've taught in different environments. My mother's a psychiatric person. I feel like I'm a guinea pig sometimes, but you know, that's another conversation for another day. I do sometimes, you know. And she's always wondering how to incorporate different things for mental health. And so we would sit down and we would talk about, like, I've worked in women's prisons, men's prisons to kind of help shape that thought process. And so I really just miss being in a space where people just loved what they did. Like that was it. And it actually formulated into something visual. And so I met Justin in 2021. And when we were there, he looked at me and he just said, well, we're doing this. And that's generally how it goes.
Yeah.
And I think we did it.
I want to back up though. I love how you said, I just wanted to be around people who love what they do, because how powerful is that? Like if you think about the contrary, if you're in a job where everyone there hates what they're doing, like what a toll that takes on your mental health, on your physical health,
life's too short for that.
on your whole life. So it's so refreshing and nice to hear that y'all are in a spot with other people who like what they do.
Yeah, because I mean, Justin has done. In my words, he's a theater kid. So like, there's different kinds of kids. Like I'm an art kid. Our technical director, he's like a band kid. You know, like there's different levels of art. That you kind of like acknowledge when you're younger, or that you feel like you lean into.
So art kid, band kid, Karen, what were you?
I wasn't athlete as a child, but as an adult, I am definitely the connection person. I would say I love to bring people together around a cause that
you and my mom would get along phenomenally
bring folks together for the greater good.
Yeah.
And she's actually the one thing, like Karen, you know, she does really good with communicating our vision as far as community impact, education, all the things that we talk about as leaders.
Yeah.
She really does really well. It's like she's not giving herself all of the accolades that she does, but she does really well with communicating, because I think that that's an art too.
Sure. Some people don't have that art.
Yeah, you know, like we had and I would say a very powerful past month as an organization. Things were just happening.
That's amazing. Karen, what brought you to the Cain Center for the Arts?
Well, I live in Cornelius.
Okay.
So it's my community, you know, and I wanted to be very vested in the community where I work, live, and play. When I saw the position of development director, again, I love storytelling. I love bringing volunteers and people together to serve as ambassadors, again, to really bring all hearts and minds together around the cause for the greater good. And I feel like that's been my talent over the number of years I've been in nonprofit organizations.
Yeah. What a talent. That's awesome. So if what kind of volunteer opportunities does the Cain Center have?
We have volunteers that come for our shows, serving as ushers and so on and so forth. We have a lot of event volunteers. We have a dynamic board and committee members that really, we would not be here without having those individuals who are the stakeholders. They bring their time, talent, and resources, even before the building was here, to make sure, as Justin said, that, you know, arts in the Lake Norman community is here to thrive and to give people those social experiences.
Yeah, and it's a gorgeous building. Oh my gosh, I haven't been to the Pottery House yet, but it's on my list. But the main building is just pretty. It's just
beautiful.
Yeah. When did that building get completed? The main building.
So we opened in 2023, January of 2023.
I didn't think I realized it was that new.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brand new.
Very cool. So what are some of the we talked about some of the programs, but what are some programs offered both in the Pottery House and in the main center?
Sure. So I'll kind of start with just like a summary of all our programs in general. So probably what everyone is going to be initially introduced to us through would be our performing arts programs. So we have all performing arts programs, and we present programs, and they're everything from stand-up comedy to live music to touring theatrical acts, magic, all family friendly, all different kinds of things. We present this year we will have presented over, I think, 65 performances throughout the year of just what we present. Then as well, we are able to be rented in the community. So there are local, whether it be schools or, you know, other performing arts programs or community theaters that will rent our facility, and they'll perform as well in the facilities. So the theater is a big jewel of like the building, right? Then with that, we also have our arts education programs that Simone was telling you about with ceramics, both 2D and then the ceramics too. We also have our visual arts like exhibition programs, and Simone oversees those as well. And then we have our community impact programs out in the community too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So our community impact, which I think is one of the most fun, because Justin says this thing that I love. He talks about the dynamic of what we do, how impactful it is. And then he always says, basically, we ask people, would you like some art with that? You know,
I like that.
I do like that. I think that that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so I really think that is the base of our community impact. We do not, of course, we're arts, right? So we're not providing necessities to a degree. But when you talk about a holistic life experience, and you talk about senior citizens, and you talk about younger children, and you talk about family dynamics, you understand that there needs to be a holistic experience that happens in the household, whatever the household dynamic is. And so that is where we come into play. And so we partner with a multitude, about 5 partners right now, where we have provided some art with that. We did a ribbon cutting at Ada Jenkins. It was so cool because the kids sung. I mean, it was like a heartthrob.
They rapped.
Yeah, like it was.
I love it.
It was so cute. It was really cute. And they serve the community in a different capacity, like food pantry, closets, health screenings, tax preparation, home ownership, making sure that the family has like substantial support in the necessities. And then here we come with, would you like some art with that, right?
Yeah.
So our approach when we created that, just like what Simone was saying, when we started creating, because we're a brand new organization, I mean, we started from the ground up to, we started the capital campaign to build a building while we're also building a company. So while we were doing that, everything we've done for the first time. So when we were just establishing our approach to community impact, as Simone was mentioning, we were really trying to make sure we were thinking about the ecosystem that we were joining into as another nonprofit, right? I've spent my whole career thus far in nonprofit area and in arts and cultural nonprofits, And one thing if you kind of read into it right now as actually it's being discussed, which I'm glad it is there's a lot of duplication of services going on in nonprofits. It's really easy to start a nonprofit, and sometimes everyone just thinks they want to, and maybe they should pause and just say, hey, is there someone else doing this first?
Yeah.
I mean, before I create another one, maybe I can help them, or and so we want to be aware of that, and also, like, we know, like Simone's point, like, we, look, we're not putting a roof over someone's head. We're not putting food on your table, right? Yeah. But after you're clothed, and after you have a good night's sleep, and after you're safe, we want to know, can we help take care of your soul?
Yeah.
And that's where the arts really come in.
And that's really powerful.
Yeah.
It is.
And we think that is just as important.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get those essentials covered. Yeah. And we want to help take care of your soul from there. Especially with, you talk about the mental health crisis that's going on. Yeah. I mean, the arts have a real niche there that they can help
Absolutely.
with that.
I think there's such something to be said for how much of an outlet art can be for kids and adults, but especially kids who may, it's hard to know what to do with a lot of those feelings, and art, getting that out in art is good.
Absolutely.
Which brings us into what Karen's art is, the connecting piece of people.
Yeah.
We've done the ribbon cutting, and that was with one of our partners, and then we serve with an organization that actually works with brain injury survivors. And so we serve an organization that actually has Black and brown community members, but most of them speak about 80% of Spanish. So the parents are not translating, the children are translating for the parents in various different settings, So when you're looking at that type of like complexity when it comes to coexistence, when you have brain injury survivors and you have people that are needing their bare necessities met, and then you have people that have language barriers, like what is the approach? Yeah. And so we sit and have a forum every year with the partners to discuss what is it this year that we can provide. We work with senior citizens and we go out to them where they don't have to come in, because some of them don't drive that late, or some of them would never leave, and if we don't go to them. And so that creates a different dynamic. Yeah. And it's not just that they get classes. It's not that they just come see art. They go to the shows. If we send them a list of all the performances happening every season, and I'm like, take your pick. Tell us what you're looking at, and we make sure that we hear from what they actually want to see. So then I put this all in a box and a bow, and I hand it to Karen and Justin, and I'm like, okay, your turn.
My work is done.
Right, like your turn, and they do phenomenal with it. Because I think people understanding. One, you need an executive director to understand that type of impact.
Yeah.
And then you need someone who can storytell that impact, that can understand it too. Yeah. So then you have those two in the room together, like that really comes into play.
Seems like you guys make a really nice team.
Yeah.
How many team members do y'all have? I know there's...
So we're getting close to full and part-time as a team right now. We're about 25.
Wow.
And
okay.
That's great. Growing more and more. Yeah, when we first started, I was the first full-time employee back in, again, 2017. And there's Anita, who's actually part of Karen's team, who was there when I started. She was there right before me, and she was a 1099 at that point, contractor, and just a little bit of a catch-all. And her and I have been there since the very beginning.
Wow.
But now we've grown, as I mentioned, to around 25, all in, full and part-time. And then that's not even to mention the numerous, contractors that are like bartenders. I mean, people that help with loading in the stage and equipment and everything else. Instructors, like our instructors as well. It's really grown to be a really, really good organization. And it's something I think we try to be intentional with from the beginning was how we're going to build this team, the culture of the organization. We want it to be a place that is, as you mentioned, as you alluded to earlier, that everyone encourages each other. It's good to work with. We're going to push each other, to do our best work, which is also part of why you want to be there. Because that you're going to be working with a great group of people to make some big impact and be the best that you can be. Yeah,
and it's contagious. Like when other people that you're working with have that mindset, it is easily, expands to everyone on the team.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. So how can people who live in Winston and live in Lake Norman support Cain Center? Obviously by attending performances and classes. What are some ways that we could do to just make sure that this nonprofit is supported?
So, I mean, there's everything from, if you go to our website, cainarts.org is going to be your home base, right? That's going to be your home base to find out everything. And from that navigation panel, you'll see, classes, you'll see performances. You can click and see all the different things that are coming. And when it comes to performances, you won't just see the ones that we're presenting. You'll see the performances that are, presented by other organizations in the community.
Okay.
You can buy tickets to those as well. You'll see all the classes and summer camps listed. So if there was an interest in that, and Simone also through her instructors and team offer workshops. So perhaps you mentioned wanting to come down.
Yes.
If you don't have 6 weeks that you want to drive down for 6 weeks for a class, we have 1 day workshops.
Okay.
Right? That would be a great opportunity to come down and just try it.
Yeah.
And then our exhibits are open, and the Cain Center building is open to the public Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
And that's just open to the public. You can come in, you can check out the art that's going on. We have free public Wi-Fi too. You can check out downtown Davidson next door to us while you're there. Check out Cornelius. Make a whole lake
support all the
weekend
local
of it.
things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm on the board of Visit Lake Norman as well. So I always encourage people, just come make a whole lake weekend. There's really so many neat things to see in all those towns right there.
Absolutely.
In our area. And a lot of them we're partners with. Talk about Discovery Place Kids.
Yes.
If you got kids, check that out in Huntersville while you're there. Come see a show. Come take a class.
Yeah.
Go to Davidson, have some great dinner. Lots of different options.
And it's so if you are listening and you're in Winston, it is the quickest 1 hour drive.
Right.
It is. It
is
actually,
not bad.
Yeah, it was a great drive on the way down.
It's a podcast listen.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a podcast listen.
And if you're listening, you're in the Lake Norman area, even quicker drive. And it's just, I love how tight knit the community seems to be down there. Because it's pretty spread apart, but still everybody seems to kind of know each other, and it's a tight knit group.
Everything's 15 to 20 minutes from everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
Pretty essentially. And you're right. And it is. There are three. I mean, they're not tiny towns, but they're still they're three distinct towns that still I think make up one region.
Yeah.
And it's really neat. And I agree with you 100% that it's a great community as a whole. But that still has their individual identities, which is neat.
What would be just a perfect, and I want to ask everybody this, a perfect day in Lake Norman? Let's say you go to breakfast at X, and then you go to a performance that evening. I just want to hear a couple of your favorite things to do that would make for a perfect Saturday.
Karen, you go first.
I think, you've got the lake right there. Go to breakfast at maybe Famous Toastery. You're out on the lake, for a while. You come back for an early dinner, and then you go to a show that night. I think that would be a great Saturday in the Lake Norman area to get involved with Cain.
I love it.
I think mine would be you grab so in between our two buildings is a coffee shop. You grab a coffee at our favorite coffee shop, and then
what's it called?
The coffee shop.
The coffee shop.
I love
The coffee shop.
Right? Yeah, it's called the coffee shop.
So you go to the coffee shop, you get some pastries, and you get some really good coffee. And then you go to an open studio, or you go to one of our Saturday classes. I really think that that's a fun way to start off your Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a breather from the week. And so...
a creative outlet.
Yes, and then we have a nice courtyard out there. And so, you can come back. We have different time slots. Generally, people book 2 at a time for the same day. So, you can kind of see what everyone else is doing, and then you can go break for lunch. I love Fresh Chef.
Oh, yes, me too. I've been there with my mom.
I love Fresh Chef. Yeah,
delicious.
And then you come back for a performance.
Okay.
Because when you're in our theater, you don't know where you are.
Yeah. It's a beautiful theater. It really is.
The theater is beautiful. Some of the performances that we have are, if not all of them.
Yeah.
You're really you forget that you're in North Carolina sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's so beautiful.
Well, and the
not a
way
bad
it's set
seat
up,
in the house.
it seats a lot of people, but it also feels like an intimate performance.
Yes.
I'm sure that was intentionally designed,
Yes.
but y'all did good with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So once you do, Justin, that was Justin.
we had a great architectural team.
Yeah.
That drove that.
No
But
doubt.
if you do an open studio, it feels like you did something fun and relaxing, and then you have a nice lunch, and then early dinner, then you go to a performance. It really, even though you're on the same street, you feel like you're in two different places. And
I love
doing
it.
Two different things. So that would be a perfect Saturday for me.
I love an early dinner too, especially on the weekends.
Yes.
I think I'm getting old.
That's how I live.
I'm like, let's make a reservation for 4:45.
I just got off like a bachelor party cruise, and like we were all like in our 40s.
Oh my gosh.
They were like, we'd like the early dinner time, please. Like we're having, we
That
got the
doesn't
5:30 dinner
change
time
when
on
you
the
get
cruise,
older,
man.
dude.
And I'm like, no, we want that 5:30 dinner on the cruise, dog. That's us.
8 p.m. dinner, no thank you.
Oh,
I would like to be in bed by then.
Yeah.
Too late.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Justin, what's your perfect Saturday?
Okay, one day is so hard.
Yeah.
First of all, like one day
it could be
is gonna be
a
tough.
weekend.
All right, you give me a weekend, I can play a little ball.
Okay, let's do
I'm
weekend.
playing your weekend. All right. So first of all, you're gonna come in on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna come in on Friday. You're gonna make dinner reservations at North Harbor Club.
At 5:30.
All right, early dinner reservations at North Harbor Club with the yellow umbrellas there on the lake because it's real pretty right there, right in Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe that evening you come and you check your Friday night show at Cain Center that evening on Friday night. All right, after the show, you're gonna go over to Cool Fish. In downtown for a post-show cocktail.
Okay.
Because they have really great cocktails. That's our Asian fusion restaurant right a block away from Cain Center. All right, then you're gonna get up on Saturday morning. You're gonna go to Davidson, and you're going to do the farmers market.
Oh yes.
Because the Davidson's farmers market is a thing.
Yeah.
And it is. It's really great. It's always packed. You can get and then you're just gonna spend maybe an hour or two in downtown Davidson on a Saturday morning. There's lots of shops you can visit, local bookstore, ice cream shop for the kids, all kinds of great things to do. Town Green, that's right. Town Green there, just all kinds of stuff. You can grab a little extra breakfast if you want while you're there, either fresh from the farmer's market or from one of the downtown restaurants there. Then you're gonna break. Maybe you go, grab a little bit of lake time for the afternoon, right? While you're on the lake, you're gonna take your boat or whoever's boat you're renting or whatever, have them take you over to why am I blanking on
Hello
it right
Sailor?
now? Hello Sailor.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Hello
I
Sailor.
love
You're
that
gonna have a little
Yes.
lunch at Hello Sailor. Now whether you do a full lunch or just apps, because the apps at Hello
apps
Sailor
are
is like the
great.
way to go.
Yeah.
The apps and a beer, apps and a cocktail at Hello Sailor.
What's that? They have like a really good like watermelon appetizer. It's like
Oh, I don't know that one.
I don't know.
I know the hush puppies.
Yes.
Ooh,
Like
they do
the
have good
wings.
hush puppies.
They have Alabama style wings.
Yes.
With Alabama sauce. Really good.
They are very good.
And it's so
All right.
pretty in there.
It is.
Yeah.
You're
on the
your lake, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
do that. Afternoon, maybe you go over to Burkdale.
I need time for a nap, okay,
All
though.
right, well, so build in a little nap.
Okay.
Build in a little nap.
Maybe like on the boat, we can just nap while somebody else is driving the boat.
There you
and-
go.
Yes.
That's what exactly. You just
Multitasking.
chill, lay on the boat,
Yeah.
little nap. Then evening time, maybe you head over to Burkdale, and late afternoon, and just check out Burkdale because it's a
Burkdale's
vibe.
great.
You should check out, get some shopping in
Yeah.
at Burkdale.
You're definitely gonna shop.
Yeah.
Then Saturday evening, I think you check out one of the breweries.
Ooh,
Maybe
yes.
you go to downtown Huntersville there, and you've got Crafty Beer Guys, which is just a great chill energy, or you check out the brewery, and then you could do dinner at like Hunter House there in Huntersville as well before you close out the evening. And we've just done all three towns.
Yes.
We've hit some great food spots.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of great
are.
food in the lake area
Oh,
as well.
100%.
Too. And there's a lot I even left off. I mean, Seaboy.
I was there this
Ooh,
past.
Seaboy.
I was at the lake this past
butcher shop.
weekend, and we went to breakfast at Linden Bakery.
Oh, I remember.
Have y'all ever been there? Oh my gosh, it was heavenly.
Is it good?
Yes, the sourdough was homemade. I got a
right.
sourdough
Check that
bacon and
out.
egg sandwich. I don't like
So
cheese
hungry
because I'm
now.
weird, and it was
Well,
spot
and
on.
if you're a Greenway person,
Yeah.
the Greenways in the whole, they have this
Yeah,
thing
the
called the
Greenway.
Emerald Necklace,
Ooh.
which is like a
Really
like a
nice.
Greenway connectivity between all three towns.
I did
And
not
you can
know that
rent
existed.
like an e-bike
Yeah.
from there's
It's
an
awesome.
e-bike store in downtown Cornelius near us. You can rent e-bikes and go ride the Greenways.
We're
And
gonna
it's
have to make it a
beautiful.
long weekend because we got a lot of stuff
Well,
to get
Memorial
done.
Weekend's coming up.
There
That's
you go.
right.
There you go.
Memorial Weekend's coming up. So
Oh my gosh!
you got
Well,
some-
that like gets me all excited. That sounds like a really fun weekend.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There really is a lot to do. As there is here in Winston as well. Right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We love to support our neighboring towns.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Well, guys, it was so much fun to learn about Cain Center and learn a little bit about you three. Remind us one more time where we can learn all about Cain Center and sign up for classes, get tickets for performances, all the things.
CainArts.org
Okay.
is the website. We do have Instagram. We have Facebook.
What's
we
the
have
Instagram?
LinkedIn. Just Cain Center for the Arts, I think.
Cain Arts. Yeah, I think
Cain
it's
Arts on
Cain Arts.
Instagram.
Okay.
You'll find us. And
Is
once
that
you follow us,
CAIN?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I
Like
knew
Cain and
that,
Abel.
but yeah.
CAIN. Yeah, CAIN.
Very good.
Awesome. We'll put that, Amy will put that in the show notes so people can just click right on
I
it.
need to know too, because when I'm putting the graphics on the video, whatever video I get to do here, I want to make
The
sure it's
spelling.
spelled right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you. Great question.
Well, thank you. I feel like I learned so much.
Thank
And I'm
you.
excited to come try a little pottery class for
It's lots
for a
of
date
fun.
night.
Absolutely.
Email us.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah,
Seriously.
bring your girls down.
That's
We can do
right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get a class.
We have a social district down there in downtown
Yeah.
too, so you
Yeah.
can like, get a drink and
Oh.
like walk it downtown.
It could be a GAO, a Girls Arts Out.
Yes.
There you go.
All
We
right.
might take
I
that.
like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
We
look,
might
we're all
take
sitting
that.
there. You saw her, right? We're like,
Oh, yeah. LKN Magazine, I think, would love to partner up with y'all on that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I think
I
we
should
may
get
know
some
one.
credit.
Tim can come too. Tim can come too.
yeah, I was going to say he's going to be the only guy. Yeah.
I love
The two
it.
ponytails. I've got long hair.
Well, thanks for coming, making the trip from Lake Norman. And
Absolutely.
I can't wait to go to a performance soon and a class and all the things.
Thanks.
And be sure
enjoy
to give Cain Center a follow on Instagram. And you can also learn more about all of our publications, Forsyth Woman and Forsyth Family, at forsythmags.com, and our LKN Lake Norman based magazine, lkn-magazine.com. And that is it. That's a wrap for today. Thanks, y'all. The views and opinions stated on this podcast are solely those of the contributors and not necessarily those of our distributors or hosting companies. This podcast is copyrighted and cannot be reproduced without expressed written consent of Forsyth Magazines Incorporated. Ooh, that's a mouthful.